Hey guys, how's it going? Well, it's Wednesday, but I'm so used to that introduction. Cancer, how is it going? How are you guys doing? Um, it's been an interesting 30 days. I know that it hasn't been longer than that since I did a reading, but I went through some type of spiritual change, some type of spiritual um, shift, which made me have to take a step back, guys, and reevaluate how to take a step back and gain some of my energy back. Doing tarot reading really takes a toll on a person, and not in a bad way. I love what I do. I love connecting people. I love sending messages, but I have to learn to, on my off time, to meditate and stuff. So that's stuff that I've been working on. But I'm not going to get into all of that. I just want to say that I'm back and, I'm excited to start doing these readings for you guys. Um, I'm not in my office space. I'm actually in my dining room because Marcus is sleeping. And there's better lighting down here. I have to figure out how to get better lighting upstairs. But with that, Cancer, this will be your message for November 1st to the 16th. I hope you guys had a safe and happy Halloween. So we are going to start off your reading with the Oracle card. So today, for you guys, it's talking about unity. You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. So that's kind of interesting. And from what I'm seeing in the reading, you definitely have to find some unity. For the first couple of weeks in November, I feel like you need to really, understand that what you are going to put out into the universe is what is going to come back. So if you're constantly negative and you're putting that negative vibration out, you're going to get that back. And I've said this before, but trying to, what would be the word? Trying to love thy neighbor. I don't know why that comes, but that's kind of what I'm feeling with that whole, unity thing. Try to understand that someone's differences makes them who they are. Um, but all right, so your reading looks great. Your reading looks awesome. I am getting a sense that for Cancer, there is a lot of what's the word? I feel like the overall message for Cancer. Sorry, I'm reading off my notepad at the moment. You guys are in this place of like action and change and having courage right now, because we have a lot of swords coming up. I feel a sense of like there's a shift in emotions and a shift in connections as well, guys, that's coming up as well. But I feel like for the majority of you, it's about having strength. It's about taking yourself out of some type of situation that you've been in and really having the strength to walk away from that, or having the strength to continue to fight in something. You will find some inspiration. That's definitely another message that came up. And I feel like for a lot of you Cancers, you're going through some type of spiritual growth. So those are the kind of right off the hot messages that I got as I had shuffled your cards. So I wanted to start off there. Okay. So we're going to start off with the King of Swords. And I feel like for some of you, you're kind of sitting back right now. You're kind of in this thinking stage, in this moment of, okay, what are my next steps? What are my next moves? What am I going to do? I do get a sense that there is something to do with like authority. So there is something to do with law here. Some type of court battle maybe, but that is definitely coming up strong because there's another card that's in here as well, Cancer. But I feel like either you are watching someone or someone is watching you. And I don't necessarily mean that as a bad thing, guys. I mean that you are just kind of sitting back and taking life in, wondering where do you go from here, Cancer? That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling a lot of pressure, and I don't know if that pressure is because this is my first reading back. But it's just this urge to want to fight something. So I know I'm going to get it once we get through the reading, but that's what's coming up so far. For a lot of you, I think that you're in this planning stage right now of thinking about your future, right? You're thinking about, the path that you want to take, the direction that you want to take. Maybe you're thinking of a career change. Maybe you're thinking of a job change. Maybe you're planning to go back to school, planning to go back to work, wanting to start a home business. I feel like you guys are in this planning stage mode because we have the Three of Wands coming up. So I feel like this is also for me, right off the hop, I got something about 3 different offers because we have the 3 sticks here. That's what I call them. But there is something to do with 3 offers. So this doesn't have to be job related, guys. This doesn't have to be, it could be a relationship. Maybe you have 3 different offers with a relationship, but there's definitely 3 different offers, or, a house. Maybe your house is up for sale and you get 3 different offers. That's what I'm saying. It could be, but it's 3 offers of something for you, Cancers, for the first 2 weeks of November. There is good news coming, though. I don't really see this reading as being bad at all. It's definitely a message for somebody. I do feel a sense of relief, though. I feel like Cancer has really been struggling, and now you're kind of starting to see the light in something. Maybe some of you have fallen in love or will be falling in love because we have the 8 of Wands coming up. But I feel like this is you needing to see beyond. So this is you needing to see, past the heels, past the pain, the hurt, maybe. I don't know why that just came in. But I feel like you need to look further. Whatever that means to you, you need to look further because that's exactly what is coming up. I feel like there is something around the bend. So whoever that makes sense to, that's the message. There's a lot of control, a lot of power. We have the Ace of Wands. So I feel like this is you guys, this is where the strength comes in. I feel like you guys need to have a force of strength because life is bright, right? And it honestly all depends on how you look at situations and how you deal with situations. But I feel like whatever darkness you have going on in your life, whatever you feel that is weighing you down or keeping you stuck, I feel like Spirit's going to move that for you for sure. You're not going to be in this dark place for too much longer because there is new love. If you're single, there is new love coming, Cancer. There is people, 2 people, 2 connections. And I feel like this is that lust, that desire. This is the person who, you've never had that connection with before. This is a person coming in that, you just crave them right off the hop. And I feel like on the flip side of the 2 of Cups, this is talking about wanting what you can't have. So, maybe you're in that situation as well. Wanting to be with someone you can't have. And that's sometimes Spirit will block your way because you need to learn a lesson. You need to learn a test. I feel like with the Princess of Cups, again, there's something about new life. There's something about growing. There's something about birth. So this could be birth of an idea, birth of an idea, a birth of a baby. So you could be finding out you're pregnant, finding out someone around you is pregnant. But I feel like this is a reflection of you growing. And by that, I feel like for somebody, you're growing from a seed and you're growing yourself up. You're becoming something, or you're building a business from the ground up, or, something to do with that. But that is what's coming through for you guys. I feel like the general message is about following your dreams. And again, I get the whole, love thing. There is definitely a strong love feeling coming through, or there's a love for a project. Maybe you've been working on something and you really want it to come, you really want it to like bloom. It's going to bloom. That's what I feel. Um, we have this Serenals, I never say this, but Serenals card coming up. Every time I see this card, I feel like it's it's an obsession for something. Could be an obsession for just wanting to be wanted, an obsession for wanting to be touched. You could be addicted to sex, or just like craving sex. I feel like this is a time where you need to like free yourself away from the devil. So whoever that, but that's what I'm getting. Like the devil figure is hanging around, and I feel like you need to cut ties with that. You need to like understand there's nothing wrong with. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with sex. Everyone likes it, but it's about understanding that a relationship requires more than just intimacy in that direction. You know, it's about being with someone and like, how do I explain this? It's about being connected with them and not always in a physical thing, physical form, or like physical touching or that or stuff like that, right? Like it's more than that. And I feel like that's where some of you are, is that you want more out of a relationship than just the sexual stuff. We have the Justice card coming up. So I feel like this is where that legal battle coming, like the legal battles are coming through. I feel like this is something to do with the court battles. This is something to do with a custody battle, divorce. But I feel like this in your moment, this in your life is where you got to find that balance, guys. You got to say, you know what? I've managed to go from point A to point B, and now I got to get from point B to point C. It's just about sticking with it. It's about knowing that spirit is behind you and that you will get through this. You just got to let everything work itself out, because you will have victory. You will have growth. And I feel like with a Chariot coming up, it's like, how many times have you fallen and got back up, right? Like that is the message that I am feeling. You know, you will have victory on this. You will have clarity. You will understand why the things have happened. Because we have the Sun, you know, the Yes card. Freedom, prosperity, you know. He's smiling because he's happy. He's free. He can finally enjoy what life has to offer for him. And that's what I'm feeling for Cancer, is that, you know, we all go through certain things. We all go through things that are meant to tear us apart, things that are meant to keep us, you know, from reaching our full potential. But as long as we believe in what we're doing, as long as we believe in like ourselves, I feel like that's where that courage comes through. You know, take the leap, take the courage, you know, plan something, take that time to really grow as an individual. That's the messages that I'm hearing for Cancer for November. So with that, your oracle to end this reading says, round and round. I'll do this. All right. The spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated, cycles you are challenged to break, revising a pattern from a new perspective. The Oracle message. The appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backwards, the truth is that you're still standing at a higher level. Looking down into your circumstances, you will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle. Set up in the past, you actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can assess the sorry guys. Assess the wisdom and lessons learned. Relationship message. Are you wondering, how did I get here again? Does something feel familiar right now in your dynamics with others? Maybe a little too familiar? Don't be surprised that you found yourself repeating an old story with the same sort of person who may not look similar, but who attracted you because of your easy acquaintance with his or her qualities. Your relationship is a mix of what is good and what is potentially challenging. You have been drawn to this person through the perfection of Spirit's plan for your evolution. You may have circled back to an accustomed spot, a familiar place, but that's fine, as you get to do things again, only differently this time. For you learned something of great value since the last time around. How will you choose to behave now that you're aware? Remain curious and stay out of the blame game. I'm going to read you the protection message, guys. It says, are you refusing to see your own personal responsibilities for repeating lessons you don't need to relearn? You have to surrender now to the fact that you are the common denominator in all these repeat performances. Be happy. For this is a wonderful spot to be in. You can now see the cycles that you wish to exit. Once you figure out that you have the power to stop going around and around, you possess the key to your freedom. Be good to yourself. It's not about the blame, but accountability. You can have the abundant life filled with love and prosperity that Spirit so wants for you. Hola. All right. So Cancer. What a great message for you guys. I mean, again, I feel like for you guys, it's all about balance. It's definitely about balance. It's about just, taking that time to sit back and think about, what is it that you really want and kind of working on that, kind of going from there, knowing that Spirit definitely has a plan for you and it's definitely unfolding. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys have a fantastic first couple of weeks of November. I will see you guys in the middle of November. All my information is up above for a personal and to donate to the channel. Take care.